Hey everyone, and welcome to Ones of the Force, a Star Wars podcast. This is your host Dave, on my own for a change, but I'm going to take you through the Star Wars part of the exhibition at Madame Tussauds in London. Now, I was lucky enough to visit this last week, and a few tips before we get to the actual video of the exhibition. Tip 1, it is expensive, it's £35 per person. I only went for the Star Wars part, so I find that a bit excessive. I did, however, get a 2-for-1 coupon out of a newspaper, so that made it much more reasonable for myself. Tip number 2, you are going to have to go through the Marvel 4D experience before you go into the actual exhibition. Now, what this means is everyone who's in that 4D experience then pours into the Star Wars exhibition, so it's quite crowded. What I found though, because it is about a 15-minute turnaround for the next showing to come out, if you just hang back at the back of the group, let people take their photos and move on, you then get free reign of everything that's there and don't have to kind of push past people to get the photos that you want. And tip number 3, get there early. We were there for 9:45 for a 10 o'clock opening, and we got in after about 20 minutes outside. When we came out at 12 o'clock, the queue was down the street and was past the 1 hour wait to get in. So that really is the biggest tip I can give you. If you want to get in and get through quickly and get all the photos that you want, get there before it opens. Now, the Star Wars part of the exhibition is the very last thing you see, so let's go in and have a look and see what you think of the exhibition. First thing you will actually get to is the scene from episode 1. The likeness on the Ewan McGregor, Liam Neeson and Ray Parker's Darth Maul are excellent. The pose from the scene is great. You can get really up close and personal with these figures and get some really great pictures with all of the characters. Next up was Anakin Skywalker from episode 3, played by Hayden Christensen. Looking a bit ruffled in the hair department, but you are allowed to go up and get, say, really close to these figures. There's no one telling you not to touch, you can really get in there with them. What was my favourite part was this part next, sitting at the cantina table with Han Solo. A great likeness on Harrison Ford, and great for photo opportunities, which you'll see in a little bit. Now, no exhibition with Star Wars is going to be complete without these two guys. Some great lines on 3PO and R2. And then we move to the cockpit of everyone's favourite ship, the Millennium Falcon, co-piloted here by Chewie. There is actually a button that you can press and you can start a hyperdrive sequence. So when you press it, the screen goes live, and off into hyperspace we go. Next is actually quite a small part of the exhibition. It's just a little bit of wall there, obviously part of the Death Star, and you get your photo with a Stormtrooper. But you know what? Any day I get my photo with a Stormtrooper, that's a good day. Next you get to Yoda at Dagobah, and you can get really up close. You can sit on the log next to him and get your photo taken. I love this part. The puppet is excellent to the waxwork. This one has actually come out quite dark. It's Darth Vader in the Empire Strike Back pose, holding out his arm. You stand opposite and get a picture taken from there as well. But I say it's really dark. It didn't go very well on the camera, so I've actually got a lightened up picture here, so you can get a better idea of what you'll be seeing when you get to that. Next, we probably got the biggest part of the waxwork, well, the most amount of wax probably for Jabba, Leia Slave Girl, and also Salacious Crumb. They're all excellent, but I must say, sitting next to the Leia waxwork, the lightness on her is exceptional. Quite emotional sitting next to that waxwork, with Carrie's passing being so close. Then we had our final two parts of the exhibition. The final duel from Jedi, with Luke and Darth Vader. I really like this one, the clashing of the lightsabers in front of what is actually a really good waxwork of the Emperor, sitting on his chair watching over everything. Really enjoyed seeing this one. And then last but certainly not least, from The Force Awakens, we have Rey and BB-8. Both really great models. Obviously, BB-8 being a droid, he looks exceptional. Rey, the design of her is great. The costume is spot on with the staff and the look of her. Now, of course, this is Tussauds, and they want to make some money out of Star Wars fans. There are 2 points of opportunity where you'll have your photo taken professionally. This is the first one with the Yoda waxwork. I do love that. The pictures do start at £13 for your first one, and then £3 for each additional. And the second one is this one with Darth Vader again. You get to hold a lightsaber. They give you a red one, which I wasn't happy about, but what can you do? Well, you know, other than take your own, really, you could do that. But the best part of this exhibition really is to have some fun with it. As I say, there's no limit on how close you can get to these waxworks. You can touch, and you're not going to knock anything over. You're not going to offer Hayden Christensen out for a fight. You can have a chat with Han Solo. He won't talk back. But yeah, it's really just about having a good time. It's not the biggest part of the exhibition. You can get through it really, really quickly if you want to. But take your time and really, really enjoy yourselves. And if you have an awesome podcast that you're doing, you know what? Drop some business cards. Let people be able to pick them up and have a look and find you, which is the overall idea. I hope these all got taken by people. I just left them lying about, but that was part of the fun for today. This is my favourite with the Salacious Crumb. I hope you've all enjoyed this look at the Star Wars exhibition inside of Madame Tussauds, and I hope it's given you something that you might want to go see. And I've been Dave, I've been Ones with the Force, and may the Force of others be with you.